Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, or maybe those of you who don't recognize me without a full, luxurious beard, I'm Ben Gray. I'm a Columbus-based consultant. I've been with Algorithm for about 3 years now, and I'm going to share with you a few updates to the accounting and finance functionality in Acumatica 2025 R1. Specifically, I'm going to talk about recording of finance charges for refunds and payment receipts for released transactions. So in previous versions of Acumatica, if a user were entering a refund on the Payments and Applications form, they couldn't add charges on the Charges tab. But in 2025 R1, users can add charges to the refunds and voided refunds on the Payments and Applications form. The charge amounts can be either positive or negative. So let's go ahead and enter a refund. First off, we're going to select an open credit memo. And then we're going to, if you don't see the refund here, you can click on the three dots. I've have it favorited here. So I'm just going to click on refund, and that's going to generate the refund document. All right, so you can see it's bringing in the $7,500 credit memo. But now we're going to add charges to this refund. We're going to start off by refunding this particular customer a processing fee. So let's say we charge them initially a $27 processing fee here, and we're going to enter it as a positive, and that's going to increase the amount of the refund. But also, we are going to charge them an additional fee for the refund. So we'll just use our bank fee entry type here, and we're going to enter this charge as a negative, and we're going to do $15, and this is going to reduce the amount of the refund. All right, so you see here we've got our payment amount or refund amount along with our finance charges. So let's save that and make sure it updates our finance charge to $12. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and release it. And let's look at how that impacted the general ledger by going to the financial tab and clicking on the batch number here. All right, so you can see from this journal transaction that we did refund them the full $7,500. We also refunded them the $27 processing fee. However, we deducted the $15 additional charge there. So it's a really nice little feature there. We can add charges to refunds. Now, another nice feature of 25 R1 with regard to charges on refunds is that the charges can also be added to a voided refund. So let's go ahead and just void this refund and take a look at it. So we're going to click void. And then when we go down here to our charges section, you can see that it automatically brought in that processing fee of $27 and that additional charge of $15. So all nice and good there. I can't leave this transaction unreleased. I have to release it. All right. So that's charges on refunds. The next topic I'd like to go over are payment receipts. So in older versions of Acumatica, a user could not issue a proof of purchase if the payment document had already been processed. But in 25 R1, users can generate payment receipts for released transactions on the Payments and Applications and cash sales form. A user can send an email with a payment receipt or print it off for manual distribution. This functionality can only be used, however, if the payment was created by credit card, POS, or EFT and payment method, and it's been captured and released, or the payment was created with the cash, check, or direct deposit payment method and is released. So let's review some changes to the payment method form first. So we're going to jump into our test instance. We're going to go over here to banking, preferences, payment methods. and we're going to take a look at check. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings for use in AR, and you can see that they've added a checkbox down here, send payment receipts automatically. So if we check this box, the system will automatically distribute the payment receipt form along with an email based on your notification template out to the billing contact of that particular customer. All right, so now let's take a look at the changes to the accounts receivable preferences. I can move my application. There we go. All right, so we're in receivables preferences, accounts receivables preferences, and we're going to look at our mailing and printing section here. All right, so this is all standard. This is nothing new. But if you come over here, they've added a mailing ID called Pay Receipt. They've also added a form AR643000. That's your AR payment receipt email notification template. And then finally, we're going to look at some of the changes to the payments and application screen as it pertains to these payment receipts. So we're going to look at a payment. So right here, we have a payment document, and we're going to, first off, see the addition of the printing and emailing options here. We can now print payment receipt or email payment receipt. So let's go ahead and print the payment receipt and show you what document is being distributed based on that notification template. You can see here, it's a pretty basic report that just shows, hey, you paid us this dollar amount on this day. All right, and then some additional changes to the payments and application screen are found under the financial tab under the printing and emailing settings. So these options did not exist on the payments and application screen. These were really only on the invoices and memo screen, but now they've been added to the financial tab on the print and email options. All right, and then the final change I want to take a look at is the print invoices and memos processing screen. So if we go to our receivables module, you go down here to receivables, you'll see that there's no longer print invoices and emails or invoices and memos screen. It has been replaced with the print email AR documents. So let's go ahead and open that up. And then from here, you can see that this new action is available to mass email payment receipts to a handful of customers whenever we would like. So again, not a big change, but it's a really nice change. You get a call from a customer's like, hey, my accountant wants a proof of purchase on this. You just go back, open the payment, click print receipt, and then send it off to them, or you can email directly from that screen. All right, so again, not groundbreaking functionality, but it's really nice changes with the ability to add charges to refunds and to print or distribute proof of purchase or receipts after a document has already been released.